right, here we go. Choice Inc. Modified Tour back in action tonight at South Boston. Your pole sitter, Joshua Divers for Chaos Motorsports. The two going to Jake Brissett. He runs for Chaos also from Canada. Billy Van Meter, the owner and operator of Chaos, in the 3 spot. Rick Kelly, it's Chaos 1, 2, 3, and 4. Going to the 4 spot, Rick Kelly. Justin Smolden in the Open Wheel Mafia. Choice Inc. Esports number 5 spot. Lloyd Moore, free agent, in the 6 there out of New England. Brant from Texas in the 7th spot. Joshua B. from New England. He runs for Chaos part-time there in that number 8 spot. And there is Jamie Kephart back there in the number 9 spot in that Trash Panda Choice Inc. Esports machine. And Michael Barea out here tonight out of Texas for the Capsule of Time LLC.com motorsports team. All right, looking at conditions tonight in beautiful South Boston, 71 degrees, and yes, 1% humidity. Clear skies, 2-mile-an-hour winds. Big thanks again to Choice Inc. CT.com for being the Choice Inc. Modified Tour sponsor. All right, drivers are set. We're ready to let them loose here tonight at South Boston. We'll get them fired up here. We'll go one more time around here, get them tires up to optimal temperatures that they need to be here for some good racing tonight. Josh Divers, Jake Brissett sitting up there on the pole here. Chaos all taking care of the front 2 rows here tonight. And we'll see if that holds true, man. Fast car, slick track. We've got 100 laps here tonight. And I tell you what, I think the cautions and the wreckings are going to come at a premium here. So Lloyd Moore back there, good to see him. He's in that number 6 spot tonight. Lloyd Moore racing strong. Brant, Josh B, and there's Boogeyman and Michael B. So the 1 to go signal's ready. 100 laps, South Boston. Love having these tour mods out here running, man. They're a lot of fun. See what we're going to have in store here as we get ready to bring them to the green flag. That's South Boston. Pace car is going to go off. Diver is going to be the control car. Be able to go as soon as that car starts veering off. Green flag out. We're racing to South Boston. Into turn number 1 here already. Rolling good. The top 4. You see them single file now all the way back through 7. There's Brant back there in the back. There is Jamie Kephart. Looking for a line also. Michael B, Josh, and the boys there. Top 6, single file. That's where you want to be right now. Single file-ish. Josh Divers, your leader. Jake Brissett, Billy Van Meter, Rick Kelly. Lloyd Moore back there in that number 5 spot. There's Justin Smolden in that 203 machine. Brant right there. Boogeyman, Josh B, and Michael B. Got a couple B brothers out here tonight. But it's Josh Divers out front right now in that 57 for Chaos Motorsports. Looking strong here tonight. Did a couple practice laps with him, and this track was slick, slick, slick. Jake Brissett, his teammate, right up behind him here. Billy Van Meter in the 3. Rick Kelly in that 4 spot. And Lloyd Moore not going to give any inch tonight here, man. Strong racer Lloyd Moore running strong here tonight, man. And we'll see if that number 10 machine can get it into victory lane here at South Boston. 5 laps in here of the 100 tonight. Fuel going to be at a premium. They're running 30% fuel load here tonight. 1 extra set of tires. If you don't take care of them, it won't take long to burn them up. Josh B, Michael B back there running strong. There is Jamie Kephart. He's in the 8th spot right now for the Trash Panda Choice Inc. Esports machine. There it is, Mr. Boogeyman himself. He's rolling in the 8th spot. He's moved up a spot. Same with Lloyd Moore. Lloyd Moore right now getting ready to work on some Rick Kelly. Let's jump into cockpit with Lloyd Moore, the number 10 driver. You hear that throttle? Got to be nice and easy on it, man. Don't want to tear it up too early here. Burn that right rear up. Working it nice and easy around here. It's going to get slicker and slicker as the night goes on. All these drivers know every bit of that here tonight. Josh Divers right there, and Brissett, Billy Van Meter, Rick Kelly, and Lloyd Moore still round out your top 5. Justin Smolden in a good battle back there in the back. And right here's another good battle. Joshua B and Michael B duking it out back here for 9 and 10 spot. Chaos Motorsports and Capsule of Time going at it here for that 9 and 10 spot. And it's a great race so far. Side by side, Michael B looking to the inside. Josh B staying to the high side here. Great race there. Michael B going to take advantage of that. Josh B goes back to the 10 spot. Still single file up front here tonight at South Boston. Joshua Divers, your leader. Looking good so far. 12 of 100 going in the books here. Brissett, Billy Van Meter, Rick Kelly, and Lloyd Moore still in the top 5. Justin Smolden and Brant. Brant right now, beautiful looking machine there, that 25. Check them out, man. Awesome stuff in the 7th spot here tonight. And let's jump into cockpit with the 25 driver, Brant. See him chasing down the 203. That's Justin Smolden just ahead of him. We're riding with Brant Whitlock. Whitholt, yes, excuse me. Right now, he's in the 7th spot. Back up to the front, Jake Brissett right now. Go to that CapsulaTimeLLC.com gearbox cam and look at that. Billy Van Meter right up to the back bumper of Jake Brissett. You see the action right now, getting juiced up. 15 of the 100 here. Who's going to save them tires? Who is going to be the man at the end of this one here? To come down to definitely trying to save something here. Billy Van Meter, you see the shot right there. Josh B. able to get up there and pass him, and I'm not sure what happened. Josh B there. Josh B looking good. No problem for him. Michael B had a little incident there, I'm sure. It looks like he just went up into the wall and ate it there. Man, he was able to save it and got it on and off the track. Good stuff there from Michael B. Great save again from him. Josh Divers still out front. No problem for him. Brissett still in the 2 spot right now. Billy Van Meter in that 3 spot. Rick Kelly and Lloyd Moore. Michael B right now getting some lap traffic working his way. All right, lap car, when they get to you, please stay high in the corner. Lap car, stay high in the corner. Michael B, that's you. If they reach you, stay high in the corner. If they're on the straightaway, stay low and out of the way. Thank you. All right, Josh Divers getting ready to get up to some lap traffic here. Jake Brissett, Billy Van Meter, Rick Kelly, and Lloyd Moore. There's Justin Smolden, Brant, and Boogeyman. Josh B right there, and there is the first victim here. 21 laps of the 100 here. Michael B trying to hang on here. He knows in the mirror they're coming. He can see them. Divers is right there. Jake Brissett, Billy Van Meter, and Rick Kelly. 22 of the 100 in the books right now. Lap traffic definitely going to play a role here. We spoke to the lap traffic guy here. We asked him to please stay high in the corner, stay low on the straightaways here for these drivers, and we'll be sure to watch that here. Cockpit view here. He does just that. Great stuff right there, and thank you so much for staying up there. Michael B taking care of business here tonight. Michael B going to the bottom side there. He'll keep it down low and out of the way there. Michael B running what he can. Thank you, Mr. Michael. That was perfectly done. Thank you. Josh Divers, Jake Brissett still battling it out up here. We're a quarter of the way done here at South Boston, folks. Jake Brissett still right there behind Divers for any mistake. Billy Van Meter right there. Chaos Motorsports 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like qualified. Lloyd Moore right up to the back bumper of Rick Kelly. Rick Kelly now going to feel that pressure. Any moment, Lloyd Moore going to make a move here. Justin Smolden there. There's the Boogeyman, Brant, and Josh B. Next victim here, possibly. This field window here, they run in with 30% here tonight, so they'll have to pit probably right around lap 40. If we stay green here or anybody wants to come into the pits, they can. Obviously, the pits are open anytime. Josh Divers, Jake Brissett, and Billy Van Meter, your top 3. Rick Kelly right there, but Lloyd Moore, he's closing that gap. Lloyd Moore right up to the back bumper of Rick Kelly. Rick Kelly into 32. Maybe losing some of that right rear right here. We talked about it earlier in this race here, tire saving. And Lloyd Moore right now has been real easy on all of his stuff up here. Josh Divers now falls victim here. Jake Brissett going to the 1 spot. Jake Brissett going to the top of the board here. Van Meter right up to the back bumper of Divers there. Beautiful looking move there as Jake Brissett able to make the pass on Divers. Divers gets loose with it. He hangs on to it up there. Big slide job right there. Josh Divers for Chaos Motorsports getting slippery with it. Rick Kelly right now, he's in that 4 spot. Lloyd Moore wants nothing more. No pun intended. There's Smolden, Boogeyman, Brant, and Josh B. Josh B doing the same thing here, staying up on the high side for lap traffic, and he'll do just that. Great stuff. Thank you, Josh B. Perfectly done. Thank you, sir. All right, Josh B getting it in there. And there is Jamie Kephart. Kephart looking right now. He'll work his way up there. Jamie Kephart going to go to the low side there, and he's able to get up and around him. 33 of the 100 in the books here at South Boston. Josh Divers, Billy Van Meter, Rick Kelly, Lloyd Moore, Justin Smolden. Boogeyman and Brandt. Josh B, a lap victim there. Same with Michael B. We're running good here. 35 of the 100. No problems yet. They're going to have to pit soon, I would imagine. Jake Brissett, your leader for Chaos. Divers led about the first 30 laps here. Fell back to the P2 here. He gets loose with it. Going to give the gap here. Billy Van Meter is going to look to the high side. He's going to make contact with his teammate. Billy Van Meter side by side with Divers. Divers not giving an inch. Van Meter, Divers, Nerf bars, touching, battling here at South Boston. That's second place. Going to go right now to Van Meter. Van Meter probably said, hey, man, stop playing games. We're going to crash ourselves. So Van Meter to the 2, Divers back to the 3, and Rick Kelly still licking his chops, but he's got Lloyd Moore right behind him. Lloyd Moore saw that action up there brewing, and same with Justin Smolden. Smolden out here running a part-time schedule in the Tour Mods, but he's out here running strong tonight. He's in the 6th spot, the 203. He's got his teammate, Mr. Boogeyman, right behind him. Them boys dominated on the dirt last night, and they're coming over to run some asphalt tonight, and we appreciate that. But Jake Brissett, no problem for him. Billy Van Meter going to have to chase him down. But Rick Kelly, look in the freaking mirror. This is what Rick Kelly sees right now when he pulls up that Capsule of Time LLC.com cam. Can you hear his heartbeat? Brandt crashed back there in the back. He's able to keep it rolling, though. Big shot right there. Let's take it back and see what happened to him. He got himself looped around here, and boom, he's able to keep it rolling, though. Man, he's going to have a torn-up machine there. 42 of the 100 in the books here. Jake Brissett, still your leader right now. Billy Van Meter right there, and Brandt having to go into the pits there. Self-inflicted wound from him. You hate to see it. Josh able to make the pass now. Josh B to the 9. 8 going to Michael B here. And it's all about tire wear here, man. You know what I mean? He's got a torn-up race car. You hate to see it. But he'll get that thing fast repaired, I'm sure, fixed up and ready to go, get back on the track. Up front, 44 the 100. And the books here, Choice Inc. Modified towards South Boston. Jake Brissett, your leader. Billy Van Meter in the 2 spot. Divers in the 3. Rick Kelly in the 4. And Lloyd Moore still in that number 5 spot here as we closing in on halfway to go here. That's South Boston. Right after this race, we got the Demo Derby coming up next, right after this one tonight. You'll see Brandt. He'll roll back out on the track here. He'll get back out there, no problem. Get that thing rolling. Billy Van Meter there in the 2. Divers back there in the 3 spot. Rick Kelly still getting pressure put onto him from Lloyd Moore. Lloyd Moore has been up there all night long battling. And I know he's got a little bit fresher tires. We're looking at lap times here, and you can see the difference here. Lloyd Moore, a little bit quicker. Lap traffic, Josh B there. He'll stay to the high side there and work his way up there, and guys will go low below him. Holding able to make the pass. Here comes Boogeyman looking for some inside action here, and he'll dip down low there. Josh B doing a fantastic job here tonight, keeping himself clear. Same with Michael B here. Michael B now getting ready to become a lap victim here, and they're just cruising tonight, chasing some points here. The 11 machine here for the Capsule of Time. Go to the high side there, and boom, keep it up there. Good stuff right there from Michael B. Jake Brissett, no problem for him. Billy Van Meter still in that 2 spot. There is Josh Divers, Rick Kelly, and Lloyd Moore. Lloyd Moore in that number 5 machine here. Number 5 spot tonight. Justin Smolden in the 6. Billy Van Meter, he's doing great. Yeah, the 23 machine, he's in the 2 spot. 52 of the 100 as we're just over halfway here at South Boston. Been keeping it clean and green, and these tires, I'm sure, are taking a toll right now. It's a driver's track for sure, as you see Jamie Kephart. He said, I'm going to come on into the pits. It's halfway. I'm going to grab some of that good Sunoco racing fuel, and he'll be ready to go here. Jake Brissett still staying out. Van Meter still out. Divers in that 3 spot. Rick Kelly and Lloyd Moore are going to have to tell when they're going to go into the pits here. It's going to be a tight pit window here. And looks like Jamie Kephart working his way up and out of the pits there. You see him fire off on the bottom side. Kephart working his way back out there. And new tires, it could be slick. Everybody looking good here tonight so far at South Boston. Michael B. and Josh B. And there is the boogeyman. He went in, got his pit, got his fuel, and he's ready to go back out on the track here. Everybody will have to pit ahead of him here. We'll see what's going to happen. Jake Brissett, Billy Van Meter, and Josh Divers, your top 3. 56 of the 100 here. Rick Kelly back there in the 4. There's Lloyd Moore. Still in the 5 spot, riding right behind his neighbor practically, Rick Kelly. Damn near neighbors, live on the same street. Getting it done here so far tonight. As you see Smolden working his way underneath the 11 of Michael B there. And still a great battle right here. Both drivers being really patient with one another. And that's what happens when you build that relationship within the league or friendship among racers. And you see it with Rick Kelly and Lloyd Moore right now. Really not putting the pressure on. And Divers closing the door here as it's working his way around right now. And you see the fresh tires for Jamie Kephart. And Brandt got himself looped back around, and he's at the bottom side of the track, and he is out of this one. Brandt out of the bottom of the track here and got himself off in time. And man, oh man, that almost brought out a caution there, but no yellow here for Brandt tonight. He's got a torn up machine here. Jake Brissett, still your leader. Billy Van Meter, Josh Divers, Rick Kelly, and Lloyd Moore still in the top 5. Michael B into the pits here getting some service, and Brandt's night just about wrapped up there with that second crash. That was a huge one there for him, but he was able to get up and hit escape and get out of there before the yellow flag got out. 61 of the 100 in the books here at South Boston. Jake Brissett from Canada, your race leader here tonight in the 56 for Chaos. Michael B getting up and out of the pits. Billy Van Meter, he's in that number 2 spot here, and he's got fresh tire Kephart right behind him. Kephart with them new fresh Hoosiers right up to the backside of Billy Van Meter here. So it definitely helps to have the new tires. You'll see it there. He'll try to work his way up and around. Josh Divers also working his way up there. You got one up into the wall. That's Josh B. He'll keep it high side there. 64 of the 100 in the books. Right now, Billy Van Meter still in the same old set of tires here. That part going to go to the high side here as you see Chaos come down pit road. Chaos in the pits here. Rick Kelly going to go ahead and slide that thing around. 65 of the 100. Jake Brissett and Billy Van Meter in the pits. Rick Kelly possibly going to be coming into pits here this time by. We'll keep an eye on that 32, and doesn't look like he's going to come in right yet. Lloyd Moore is going to drop into the pits here in that number 10 machine. Lloyd Moore into the pits. Michael B getting himself turned around on the bottom of the track, and he's at the bottom here, and he's got to get himself off the track, and he's getting turned around, and he's good to go. So there's Rick Kelly coming into the pits there. Lloyd Moore and Divers. There is Boogeyman and Billy Van Meter. Billy Van Meter still out there in that number 5 spot. You cannot get a speeding in the pits cleared. No, you cannot. Did he get hit coming out of the pits? Let's take a look here. Let's take a look, see here. Okay, you got hit coming out of the pits. I see him there, okay. There we go. You guys are good. Go for it. Gotta always look for that stuff. Lloyd Moore, your race leader right now. Josh Divers, Boogeyman. Billy Van Meter in that 4 spot. Jake Brissett, Justin Smolden, Rick Kelly, and Josh B. I'll tell you what, Divers got that meatball cleared, though. You saw that incident there, and that was a tough hit coming out of the pits here. 69 of the 100 in the books. Lloyd Moore, your race leader in that number 10 machine. He's got Divers right behind him. Josh Divers right there, ready to go. Boogeyman and Billy Van Meter working their way up there. 70 of the 100 in the books. Kephart right now, right in the middle of a Diver Van Meter sandwich. We are keeping it green. 71 of the 100 in the books here. The Van Meter right up to the back bumper of the Boogeyman here. Keeping an eye on those times and them tires. You see it right now. Billy's possibly looking to go to the high side here. He'll drop back to the low side. Jamie going to keep it right there in the middle. Diver still right there in the 2 spot. Great battle here for first, second, third, and fourth. As Divers looks to go to the inside. Divers will keep it on the inside here. Lloyd Moore to the high side. Jamie Kephart's going to go low also. Lloyd Moore still stuck up on that high side there. Not where you want to be, but I guess that's where you're going to be at the time being. So Van Meter also dipping down to the low side here underneath Lloyd Moore in that 10 machine. Billy Van Meter keep it straight. Good stuff. Way to keep it clean there, boys. 26 laps left to go here at South Boston. Your leader, Josh Divers. Boogeyman in the 2 spot. Billy Van Meter. He's in the 3 right now. They are getting it rolling here. Bill looking to go up and underneath the Boogeyman here. He'll drop it down there and he'll snag that spot there. Billy Van Meter going to go ahead and snag it there. Kephart back to the 3 spot and Lloyd Moore into the 4 right now. Jake Brissett to the 5 spot. Smolden and Rick Kelly going to be in the 6-7 spot. No great battles all across the track here tonight. Billy Van Meter in that 2 spot. Boogeyman in the 3. Lloyd Moore still in the 4 right now as we have 24 laps to go here. Jake Brissett there, Smolden, Rick Kelly, Josh B, Michael B, and Brandt in the pits here and out of this one. But Josh Divers. Clean run here so far tonight. He's got Billy right up to the back bumper there. And Billy goes up there and gives him a nudge. And going to lose a little bit of that time there as we got 22 laps to go here at South Boston. Boogeyman to the 3, Lloyd Moore in the 4 right now. Jake Brissett in the 5. Justin Smolden in the 6. Rick Kelly in the 7. Josh B in the 8. Running strong here tonight. Josh Divers trying to pick up the win here at South Boston, but it's going to be hard to do when you got the owner and operator of Chaos Motorsports right up the back bumper there, feeding it to him. That 23 is hungry for a win here tonight in the Tour Mods. Billy Van Meter in the 23 right up to the back bumper of his teammate, Jamie Kephart. They call him the Boogeyman out of Georgia. He's in the 3 right now, and Lloyd Moore patiently cruising in the 4 spot. But your big mover right there, you see it, Jamie Kephart, up 6 spots from the start of this race here tonight. The Boogeyman's on the move here in the 3 spot. But right up front, we're going to keep an eye on this battle here with 19 to go. Lap traffic always playing a role here tonight. But you see Josh B, very respectable driver, going to the high side, giving those guys some room to race up there. Boogeyman going to get some contact there, and Josh B going to get himself cleaned up there. Josh B down there rolling around. Great stuff there. But you see Van Meter with the pass right there. Took it to Divers. We were watching it. Go back if you guys want to keep an eye on this back at home. I'm sure most of you do. Here's how it was done. Got up underneath him, and Divers said, go for it. You can have it. 16 laps left to go here in South Boston. Your race leader, Billy Van Meter in the 23. Josh Divers in the 2, and there's the Boogeyman in the 3. Jake Brissett now to the 4 spot. Lloyd Moore slipping back to the 5 right now. Lloyd Moore running strong here tonight in the number 5 spot. Dustin Smolden in the 6. Rick Kelly in that 7 spot. As we've been green all night long. Tire wear, I tell you what, this track looks sketchy when we checked it out pre-race, but 14 laps to go here in South Boston, and these guys have been on rails all night long. Probably one of the best Tour Mod races we've had in quite a while. Billy Van Meter, though, no problem for the 23. Owner and operator of Chaos Motorsports out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Edco Welding on the side of that machine there, Billy Van Meter. They call him Mr. Chaos. Divers right behind him, a.k.a. Tubby in the 57. Boogeyman in that 3 spot. There's Jake Brissett. He's in the 4. Lloyd Moore still hanging on to that 5 spot here tonight. Justin Smolden back there in the 6. And a tight battle with Rick Kelly. They call him the Shotgun. Out of Maine there. Neighbors, Mr. Lloyd Moore. Lloyd Moore in that number 10 machine. He's in the 5 spot tonight. But Billy Van Meter, what can we say? Up 2 spots from qualifying. It looked janky early in this tonight in the practice session, but I tell you what, he had that 23 on rails here late. Josh Divers there in that 2 spot, and Boogeyman, can he hang on to a top 3 here in the Tour Mods? Part-time driver. I don't know what's less than part-time. It's always a pleasure seeing Kephart come out here and run some of the asphalt stuff, and he can still wheel it. The asphalt of the dirt. Kephart knows how to drive, so top 3 here tonight coming in here and spoiling some of these guys. Jake Brissett in the 4 spot. He was probably a favor going into the Tour Mod races. We talked to Billy earlier in the night. Said, look out for Jake Brissett. Well, Jake Brissett in that 4 spot here tonight. Lloyd Moore back there in the 5. Rick Kelly in the 6. Justin Smolden in that 7 spot. And right there, Josh B., he's still cruising around, but it's Billy Van Meter with 6 laps to go next time by here at South Boston. Can he pull off the big win? The 23 machine. Josh Divers in that 2 spot. Looks like they're going to keep it green and keep it clean here. Jamie Caphart's got Jake Brissett charging up behind him here. We'll see if he can get up there and power it off. Boogeyman's trying to break up this Chaos 1, 2, 3 podium here tonight, and it looks like he may do it as we only have 5 laps to go. Jamie Caphart going to have to keep off the charging Jake Brissett. Billy Van Meter, your leader. 4 laps to go. Make it 3 next time by. Divers in the 2 spot. Jamie Kephart trying to hang on, trying to will this thing into a podium spot here tonight. But right behind him, he's got Mr. Canadian. Jamie Kephart, not, in unfamiliar territories with racing with other nations out here. He's got a teammate, Chris Jones from Australia. He knows how to get down with the sickness here, and he's in the P3 right now, running strong. 2 laps to go here at South Boston. Billy Van Meter, no problem for him. He's running away with the show here. Jamie Kephart closing that gap on Divers here also. So Divers keeps slipping around there. He may fall into the 3 spot, but white flag out for Billy Van Meter. Billy Van Meter in the 23 going to take care of business here tonight at South Boston. There is your race winner. Going to saw the wheel for you folks at South Boston. Billy Van Meter wins it. Joshua Divers in the 2. And the Boogeyman rounds out your top 3. Unofficial results left of the screen. All right, good run. Top 3, start finish line. What a freaking race. You guys killed it, man. Good stuff. That was exciting. I'll tell you what, if your palms ain't sweaty after that, I don't know what it will be. But there's your race winner right here tonight, celebrating with the fireworks behind him. Billy Van Meter going to bring that 23 into victory lane here tonight at South Boston. Josh Divers, his teammate, in that number 2 spot. And you're going to have the Boogeyman himself. Shows you he can still get it done on the asphalt. He ain't just a dirt guy. Came out here. He beat a lot of big names out here tonight. Rick Kelly, Lloyd Moore, Jake Brissett. There's a lot of talented drivers that he stood out in front of tonight. So we'll get him in here for a post-race interview. All right. All right, here we go. We're going to start off with the 3rd place driver. They call him the Boogeyman out of Georgia. Up 6 spots from where he qualified. Jamie, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, good race out there. That was fun. 100 laps, green flag, South Boston. I didn't think we'd ever do that, but got some talented guys out here running tonight, 10 of them, and I appreciate every one of you guys, man. P3 here tonight for yourself. Break down your run.
Yeah, man, it was kind of a last-second thing. I got home from dinner earlier than I expected, so I was like, what the heck, I'll go run some blacktop. So we jumped in here at the last second, got a couple laps in. These cars are gnarly loose. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I was as fragile as you could be on the throttle and almost flipped around every corner exit. So we were running back there around 7th or so, and then I was like, well, if I'm going to win this or even have a chance, I got to get the scheming a little bit. So I pitted a little early, took rights, trying to make it as quick as possible with a little bit of help with the rights, and was able to come out right in front of Billy. I think I was right behind Divers eventually. I don't know how it panned out, but yeah, I noticed Billy was a lot quicker, so I just let him on by, and I was like, those guys can go fight, and if I can just hold on to a 3rd, it'll be the saving grace of everything. So we was able to hang on to P3 and, at least sort of play with these boys tonight, so we'll take it. They're dang good on the blacktop, so we'll take it P3 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fun race to broadcast. Can't wait to get this thing thrown up on the old YouTube, and do some great sponsors you want to thank tonight, Boogie.
If you said something, Hawk, I couldn't hear you. Sorry, I blanked out or something.
Yeah, no worries. Do some sponsors you want to thank tonight.
I got you. Yeah, let me thank my team over here, Choicing Esports, Scrubburger Graphics, Boss Contract.
All right, it seems like some connection issues there with the Boogeyman P3. Great work, my man, tonight. Went over now to our 2nd place driver, Joshua Divers, you got a copy?
Yeah, but
Hey, good run tonight, man. That was awesome to see you out here, man. And I know the incident with you there with the gentleman coming out of pit road may have hindered you a little bit here, but hey, dominating performance for yourself. P2 tonight, break down your race.
yeah, man, I qualified where I wanted to be, but I ended up falling off a little bit, and I gave Jake the lead, and we just kind of chilled out till we had to pit, and we went in and pitted, and got 2 tires, and took a swing on the 2 tires, and we come back out and had that unfortunate event. And it gave me damage on my right front. I thought I was screwed after that, but I was ended up. Billy got by me, but I was able to gather up the car and keep it halfway fast to stay in second. So I'll take it.
Absolutely, that's where you want to be here tonight. P2, great work again, and who's some great sponsors you want to thank tonight, Divers?
Yeah, man, I'd like to thank you for putting it on, Chaos Motorsports, and all my teammates over there, and that's it, man.
Absolutely, great work again. Joshua Divers, P2 here tonight at South Boston. Went over now to our race winner out of Indianapolis, Indiana, the owner and operator of Chaos Motorsports, Billy Van Meter. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Well, it looks like they were trying to give you a struggle up there. You telling them, get going here. Jake's running away with it, and then you pass Divers there for the P2 spot, go in and do the pitting and taking care of business like that, and then saw the Nerf bar incident between you and Divers, a little side-by-side racing action. They're able to keep it under control and find yourself victory lane here tonight, moving up 2 spots from where you qualified. Break down your race.
Yeah, honestly, I was just hanging out behind him, and I mean, it was a little bit of a struggle to run behind him, and then Josh had fallen off. Jake drove away from me, and then when I tried to pass Josh, I almost wrecked us both because he hit the wall. I made an evasive maneuver and almost killed us both, but we didn't. It was a good day, you know. Pitted, made the right strategy. I tried to tell Jake, but it wasn't in time, and it kind of screwed Jake, and I apologize for that. But I'm kind of glad Josh got in a little fender bender on exit of the pit road or entry. It really gave me an easy W because he had too much damage to keep up.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job again, and congratulations on the big win here tonight, Bill. And who's some great sponsors you want to thank, buddy?
Fandor Development, Edco Welding, Madison and Kane, Chaos Motorsports, and you putting it on, and everybody that comes out and runs these. It's a lot of fun. And I want to thank my team for everyone pretty much showing up tonight to get a run.
Absolutely. There you have it. Billy Van Meter, your race winner here tonight at South Boston. Josh Divers in the 2, and Boogeyman rounds out your top 3. Great race, guys.